What's going on, everyone? David here. So I want to show you guys my setup. This is my travel setup. So anytime I'm out, and right now I'm in Cartagena, Colombia, and I shoot videos every day. And so I always need to be thinking about travel. So if I'm traveling, I need to bring as little as possible, but everything needs to be functional and everything needs to work. So I'm going to show you guys what I bring, my rolling studio, I guess you can call it. So first thing I want to talk about is the most important thing that you need. And this is a Streamer X. This is a Rode device, and it just came out a few months ago. I picked it up, and it's the best thing. I can't think of, I will never go back to what I was using before. I was just using a little XLR mixer. But the problem was I needed a video card with that, and everything is in this. It also has a little pad on there, so if you want to add sound effects and all that stuff, you can, which I don't really do, but I'm just saying it has a lot. It's very, very capable. So you guys will have to excuse the wires, but basically the way that it works is you have the capture card here, and so I can turn the camera on and off there, and then I also have the XLR port for my mic. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about the mic and everything. Very, very easy to set up there. You see, it's just really three different cables that I have hooked up. This is the power, and this connects to the computer. Another good thing about the Streamer X, it can be powered by the computer, so you don't have to bring the extra cable. And so that's good. I like that. So I don't have to bring that extra plug. I can just use the cable that they provide, and it will work with the computer. Okay, so Streamer X, we got that out of the way. Very, very important. I love the fact that they're incorporating the video capture card in there because it does help a lot. Okay, now let's get to the mic. So this is a Shure SM58. So this is the tried and true mic, and you'll see this around everywhere. I also have the Shure SM7Bs. I have a couple of those at home, but when I'm traveling, I like to travel with this just because it's a little, it's smaller. It's a little smaller, and the audio quality is about the same. So Shure SM7B, I would say is just a little bit better, but this is very, very comparable. And this also will allow me, if I want to walk around and hold the mic, this will allow me to do that. And I have like a different wireless setup where I can just plug the little wireless setup in there, and then I can walk around and talk. So that's something else that I like about the bringing this mic as opposed to bringing a Shure SM7B. The Shure SM7B is a little bit larger, and it is heavier. So when you're thinking about weight and everything when you're traveling, it just makes more sense. Okay, now if we're looking at the lighting, we'll take a look at the lighting now. This is what I'm using. I just bought this a couple of months ago, and before I was using a different light. I think it was a Viltrox light. It was small, about the same size as this, but what makes this so good is if you're looking at it, there are no cables. So it has a battery inside, which I like. And it also comes with a plug. So if you want to plug it in, and I did bring that plug, so if you want to plug it in, you can plug it in. And I'll do that in most situations. But let's say you're in that situation where you don't have a plug nearby, you can always use it just with the battery, and it'll last for about an hour. And I generally don't have this directly on me. So if I'm sitting down here, it's not going to be directly on me. I'll feather it, so I'll have it kind of off to the side like that, so it'll get a little bit of light on me. Or I'll just bounce it off the wall. If I have a white wall, I'll bounce it off the wall, and it does just fine. Or you can always just find a nice window and use that window, and you don't have to worry about a light at all, or you maybe can use that light as a hair light in the back. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about the setup. Now, I didn't talk about this. This is a tripod that I'm using. It's a Ulanzi MT16, and I like this because I can adjust it up and down. And so that's the main reason why I'm using this. And so if I need to raise the mic up a little higher, I can, or I can drop it down. And so it just makes it more convenient. Plus, I can use this for other things. I can just take this off and use it as a regular tripod. do vlogging or whatever I want to do, I can use that. So like I said, I like to have, when I'm bringing things, I want to have things that I can use not only for this, but I can use it for other things as well. Okay, looking at my tablet here, this is a Samsung Galaxy S8 or something like that. It's a S8 Plus, that's what it is. So any tablet will do, but the main reason I wanted to talk about the tablet is I have it connected to the computer. I just want to show you this really quickly. So you just have the USB-C to an HDMI, and then I have a capture card here. And so I just plug the capture card in to the computer, and if you see up at the top there, the tablet is linked into the computer. I'm going to talk a little bit about the software at the very end so you guys can kind of understand a little bit better. But bottom line is I can record video, and I can record a video so I can be sitting down recording the video, and then I'm also able to use the tablet. So if I want to show you something, I can show you something on the tablet. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the camera that I have, the camera setup. So this is a Sony a6600. So it's a crop sensor camera. The lens that I'm using is a Viltrox lens. This is a very reasonably priced lens. I think it's like $300. It's less than $300. And it's the 23 f1.4. The reason why I like the 1.4 is if I have a poor lighting setup, 1.4 is going to give me plenty of light. So I don't need that much light from this newer light that I have set up here. And I actually didn't go over the model of that. I'll just zoom in there so you can see it. So that's the model number there on the top. But yeah, so I like having that 1.4. That 1.4 is going to give me plenty of light. And then there's certain situations where I don't even need a light at all. I can use the light that's in the room and it will be just fine. So I like that. Also, looking at the tripod here, this is another Ulanzi tripod. And I like this because it folds up. It's only about 13 inches. And so you can also move this up. So I can move it all the way up. It goes pretty high. So you can see, I just went ahead and extended it. So it goes pretty high. Okay, so obviously if you're sitting at a desk, you're not gonna need it to go up that high. But if you have this on the floor, then you might need to extend it up just a little bit. And I prefer, if I'm shooting, this is a very, very sturdy table. It's not going anywhere. But if it is a table that kind of wobbles a little bit, I do like to put the tripod on the floor because it just, I don't want to have the camera shaking while I'm recording a video. But that is basically the setup. And I will have links to all of these products in the description so you can check them out. And they are affiliate links, so they do help the channel, so I appreciate that. But this is the setup. I can put all of this in my little backpack here. And this is a Vanguard backpack. This is something else that is worth investing in. The reason why I really like it is it's a spinner, so it has 4 wheels. So I don't have to like tilt it and roll it. I can just roll it without doing that. Plus it has backpack straps. So if you want to just carry it as a backpack, you can do that as well. So it's nice, has a little thing to pull up there. So it's really, really good. And I'm glad that I picked that up as well. But this is a setup. So if you guys have any questions, post them down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.